have a little pattern of circles and straight lines that I do on these young horses. Doesn't take me any more effort, except for mentally thinking about the tracks I want to make, than it does just to trot around and around this pen. But it makes my horse think a whole lot more, and it also lets them get practiced up at going where you ask them to go, making a nice round circle. Going from the straight line to the circle, you're able to get them to softly make a bend, a gradual bend into it. You're able to practice making circles and driving the rear end forward so that it helps keep their shoulder lifted in the circle. It also, whenever I go across the pen, I do work up to where I lope the circle, trot across the pen, and that lets the rider and the horse practice on rating. Whenever you come across here at a lope, break to a trot and then pick up the other lead to make a circle in the other direction. Whenever I'm riding these horses like this, I never keep a constant contact with their head. I do touch their face a whole lot, and I also touch them with my legs a whole lot. If I get to a point that I'm trying to shape them and they feel like they're pulling against my hand, I keep my pointing finger in my thumb holding the rein, and the rest of my fingers will kind of wiggle the reins a little bit so that it's somewhat shaking that bit at them in a soft kind of way that doesn't scare them but reminds them where the bit is, and they don't seem to push against it so bad if it's moving around a little bit. Versus you taking hold of it and holding it steady, then they tend to straighten their neck up and brace against the bit. Also, anytime that I feel resistance in the bit, I will touch them just a little bit with that spur on the same side. I'm not banging on them with the spur. I just kind of almost tickle them with it. The spur is to cause them to somewhat bend themselves in that direction and make their back end move forward. Forward motion normally will fix the bad feel that you have in your hand. You can't fix the bad feel in your hand when you're pulling on them and trying to shape them. You can't fix that by pulling harder. You gotta fix that by bumping them with your legs a little bit, wiggling your hands on the reins a little bit, and moving them forward. Because they have to move their feet to put their body into position to be softer in your hand.